What if the loneliest, most horrifying night of your entire existence hasn't even happened yet? The moment the soul is pulled, your last breath in this world. Your phone is still buzzing with notifications. A message from a friend you meant to reply to. An email about work you plan to finish tomorrow. A funny reel you were about to share. Your chest tightens, not from fear yet, but from that familiar discomfort you've felt 1,000 times before. You tell yourself, I'll make tawbah after this salah, after Ramadan, after I fix my life. But time doesn't negotiate. Suddenly, your vision blurs. The room spins slowly. Sounds become muffled, like you're underwater. Your hands go numb. You try to call out, but your voice is trapped in your throat. The angel of death stands at the foot of your bed, silent, patient, unstoppable. He doesn't look like the Hollywood Grim Reaper. No scythe, no cloak. Just an overwhelming presence that makes every atom in your body recognize, this is it. When the believing servant is about to depart this world and enter the hereafter, angels with white faces descend from the heavens. They sit with him, as many as can fit from horizon to horizon. They bring with them a shroud from paradise and perfume from paradise. Then the angel of death comes and sits at his head and says, "O good soul, come out to the pleasure of Allah and a Lord who is pleased with you." So it comes out easily, like a drop of water sliding from the mouth of a water skin. But that's only for the one whose heart was attached to Allah. For most of us, it's different. If your soul has been stained, prayers missed without excuse, backbiting that became habit eyes that wandered where they shouldn't, money earned through haram promises, broken parents, neglected nights wasted on screens instead of Quran, then the soul does not want to leave. The hadith continues. When the disbelieving or sinful servant is about to depart this world, angels with black faces descend. They bring with them coarse sackcloth from hell. The angel of death sits at his head and says, "O evil soul, come out to the displeasure of Allah and a Lord who is angry with you." So the soul refuses to come out. The angel of death strikes him so violently that his soul is torn out like a comb being pulled through wet wool. You feel it. A sharp, burning pain rips through your chest. Your soul is being dragged out, against its will. Every sin you've ever committed flashes before you in that instant, not as memory, but as living fire. That glance you stole, that lie you told to save face, that riba you justified, that salah you abandoned because I was tired. Every moment you chose dunya over Allah now becomes a chain pulling your soul downward. Your family rushes in. They see your body jerk once, twice, your eyes roll back, your mouth opens in a silent scream. They cry, "La ilaha illallah." They beg you to say it. Some try to move your tongue to make you repeat the shahada, but it's too late. The soul has already crossed the barrier. They don't know what you're experiencing right now. They see a body going limp. You feel your soul being yanked upward through your throat, like a fishhook tearing through flesh. You taste metal, you taste regret, and then darkness. But not empty darkness. You can still hear. You hear your mother sobbing, "My son, my daughter, why didn't you pray?" You hear your spouse whisper, "You promised we'd grow old together." You hear your child ask, "Why isn't Daddy waking up?" Their voices fade as your body is washed, shrouded, carried. Then the janazah prayer. Hundreds may stand behind your body, or maybe only a handful. The imam raises his hands. Allahu Akbar. They pray for you, but you can't pray back. You can't make up the missed rakahs. You can't give that sadaqah you kept postponing. All that's left is what you sent forward. Your body is lowered into the grave. The dirt falls, thud, thud, thud. Each handful feels like it's landing directly on your chest, even though your body is wrapped and still. Because your soul is right there, conscious, aware, trapped in the ruins of what used to be your life. The people stand around your grave for a few minutes. Some make dua, some take one last photo. Most leave quickly, back to their phones, their coffee, their deadlines. Footsteps fade, car doors close, engines start. Silence. Absolute, suffocating silence. You are alone, truly alone. No likes, no followers, no subscribers, no bank balance, no designer clothes. Just you, the dirt pressing in, and the echo of every choice you ever made. Then the grave begins to speak. Have you ever wondered what happens the moment we leave this world? The journey doesn't end, it's just the beginning. The first stop is the grave, a place that can be either a garden of paradise or a pit of fire. Picture this. For the righteous believer, the grave feels like a warm, loving hug from a long-lost friend. The earth gently closes in, embracing them with a tenderness reserved for a mother holding her newborn child. It's a peaceful, serene welcome to the next stage of their journey. But for the one who neglected their faith, the experience is terrifyingly different. The grave squeezes them with such immense force that their ribs shatter and cross over one another. It's a violent, crushing pressure, a terrifying preview of what's to come. Then 2 angels, Munkar and Nakir, with stern faces and thundering voices will arrive. They will sit you up and begin the questioning. Who is your Lord? What is your religion? Who is this man who was sent among you? How you answer these questions will determine your fate until the day of judgment. This isn't a story to scare you, but a reminder to prepare. Every moment we have is a chance to build a legacy that will make our grave a place of peace. Thanks for watching. This is not a question you can Google. This is not something you can memorize last minute. This is the moment your entire life answers for you. What will your soul say? Will it say Allah with the confidence of someone who lived for him? Or will it stammer, hesitate, and say, I don't know? The angels wait. The grave holds its breath. Your eternity hangs on this one answer. This is only the beginning. The trial of the grave has just started, and what happens next depends entirely on what you built before this moment arrived. If this opening chapter shook you even a little, then do this right now. Smash that like button. It might be recorded with your good deeds tonight. Subscribe to Religions of Faith and turn on the bell so you never miss the next chapter. Because the grave doesn't send reminders. Drop Ya Allah, make my grave a garden from Jannah in the comments. Say it out loud if you're alone. And share this video with one person who needs to hear it. Because saving one soul from this horror could save yours too. You're still reeling from the squeeze. If you were among the righteous, the pressure has already eased into something almost tender, like being held tightly by someone who has waited lifetimes to embrace you again. Your grave feels spacious now. The darkness is soft, not suffocating. A faint, sweet fragrance begins to drift in, like rose water mixed with musk you've never smelled before. But if your heart was turned away from Allah, if Salah was optional, if Quran gathered dust, if haram slipped in so often it felt normal, then the squeeze hasn't released you. It's only paused. Your ribs are still locked together. Every shallow breath burns. You can feel the weight of every missed opportunity pressing down harder than the soil itself. Then it happens. The grave trembles violently. Dust falls from the ceiling like black snow. A blinding flash of light tears through the darkness. Not warm sunlight, but cold, piercing luminescence that hurts your eyes even though they're closed forever in this world. 2 figures descend, not gently, not floating like in movies. They crash through the barriers between realms with force that makes the entire earth shudder for a split second, though no living person feels it. These are Munkar and Nakir, the 2 angels assigned to every grave. Their size is impossible to comprehend. They fill the grave, and yet seem to tower beyond it. Their voices are not human. They rumble like an earthquake trapped in words. Their eyes burn like coals. Their skin is the color of blackened iron. Their hair stands upright like flames. Some narrations describe their canines protruding like the horns of bulls, terrifying, unyielding, created solely for this interrogation. They do not sit politely. They seize you, rough hands, stronger than steel, grab your shoulders and yank you upright so violently that if your body were still alive, every joint would dislocate. You are forced to sit, back straight against the wall of the grave, facing them. No escape, no delay, no lawyer, no second chance to prepare. The first angel leans in so close, you feel the heat radiating from his presence like a furnace. His voice explodes inside your skull. Man Rabuka, who is your Lord? 3 words. 3 syllables, yet they carry the weight of your entire existence. This is not a school exam where you can guess or bluff. Your tongue doesn't move, your lips don't form the answer. The words come from the core of your soul, the place where your true beliefs live, hidden from everyone else, sometimes even from yourself. If you lived saying Allah in ease and in hardship, if you turned to Him in sujood when no one was watching, if you feared disappointing Him more than losing anything in this world, then your soul answers instantly, clearly, without hesitation. Rabb Allah. My Lord is Allah. The angels nod once. But if your life was a long list of later, if astaghfirullah was said only when caught, if your heart preferred Netflix marathons over night prayers, if you scrolled past reminders of death thinking, not today, then the answer doesn't come easily. Your soul stammers. It desperately searches for those excuses it used to use so confidently. I was busy. I meant to. I was going to repent when... But here, excuses don't form words. All that comes out is a weak, trembling whisper. Ladra! I don't know. Then the second angel speaks, his voice even deeper, colder. Madanuk? What is your religion? Again, the soul must answer from its truth, not from memory. For the true believer, the answer is simple, firm, and final. Din al-Islam. My religion is Islam. But for the one who was negligent, who lived a life of distraction, there's only silence, or worse, a contradiction. May Allah make us firm upon the truth. Thanks for watching. The soul that chased every ideology, every trend, every influencer instead of the sunnah, now finds no solid ground to stand on. And then the final, most devastating question. Man hadha ar-rajul alladha bu'itha fakum. Who is this man who was sent among you? This is the question about Muhammad. Not just historical knowledge, not just saying his name in nasheeds, but did you follow him? Did you love him more than yourself? Did you obey him when it was hard? Did you defend his sunnah when others mocked it? The believer's soul cries out with joy, Huwa Rasulullah, Muhammad ibn Abdullah. He is the messenger of Allah, Muhammad son of Abdullah. Peace and blessings be upon him. And in that moment, the grave lights up. A voice calls from the heavens, clear, merciful, loving. My servant has spoken the truth. Open for him a window to paradise. Clothe him from the garments of paradise. Spread for him from the carpets of paradise. Expand his grave until the eye can see no end. A cool breeze rushes in, scented with the most exquisite musk. The walls pull back, the ceiling lifts. Light pours through an opening high above, showing green gardens, flowing rivers, palaces made of pearls and gold. You smell it. You feel it on your face. Tears of relief stream down your soul. Then a figure appears beside you, beautiful, radiant, dressed in shimmering white. You ask, trembling with awe, "Who are you?" Your face brings me comfort. He smiles and says, "I am your good deeds. I'm every tahajjud you prayed when others slept. I'm every sadaqah given in secret. I'm every time you lowered your gaze. I'm every fast you kept for Allah alone. I will never leave you until the day we are resurrected together." You are not alone anymore, but if the answers failed, if "I don't know" was all the soul could manage, then the voice from above is different, harsh, final. He has lied. Open for him a window to hellfire. Clothe him from the garments of the people of the fire. Make his grave constrict until his ribs interlock once more. The window opens, not to gardens, but to roaring flames. Black smoke pours in. The heat is immediate, unbearable. The grave tightens again, harder than before. And then another figure appears. This one is grotesque, face twisted and blackened, clothes dripping pus and filth, smell like rotting corpses mixed with sulfur. You recoil. "Who are you? Your presence brings only terror." He laughs, a sound like breaking bones, and says, "I am your evil deeds. I am every lie, every haram glance, every missed prayer, every backbite. Every moment you chose desire over obedience, I will stay with you, reminding you, tormenting you, until the hour is established." And just when you think the horror has peaked, the angels are not finished. One of them raises an iron hammer, massive, forged in the fires of Jahannam itself. The Prophet said, if that hammer were to strike a mountain, the mountain would turn to dust. The angel brings it down. The blow echoes across creation. The scream that follows is heard by everything except humans and jinn. Your soul shatters in agony, and it's only the beginning. Which grave will be yours? The one that expands into paradise, or the one that crushes you forever? The questions have been asked, the answers have been given. There is no appeal, but listen carefully. You still have time. Right now, while your soul is still in your body, you can change the answers that will come out of your mouth in that dark, narrow place. Say it with me, right now, from your heart. Ya Allah, make me among those who answer correctly. Make my tongue speak the truth in the grave. Forgive every sin that would make me say, I don't know. Turn my heart to you before the angel comes to pull my soul. If that dua shook you, like this video right now, let it be a witness for you. Subscribe to Religions of Faith and turn on notifications, because Chapter 3 is even more terrifying and more urgent. Comment below, Ya Allah, let my grave be from the gardens of Jannah. And share this with someone who is still sleeping, because the angels don't wait for anyone to wake up.